Hey guys, and welcome to the video. In this one, we're going to be talking about Tableau Online. Now, this collection of videos, the ones that are going to be coming up, there's going to be about 10 or more videos. I'll see how I go with, the recording and everything like that. I found that on YouTube, there's not really as much talk about Tableau Online, and it forms such a important part of how the entire Tableau suite works. It's not just creating visualizations, it's actually about sharing them so that the entire organization can really benefit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the website and I'm going to answer these kind of general questions. And if you have questions that you're not sure about, please leave a comment and it gives me ideas for new videos that I can do. But let's begin with the first one. What is Tableau Online? So this is obviously the first question. What is it? Well, when we build dashboards in Tableau Desktop, right? That's where we create them. We have to share them somehow. So we need an efficient way for people to actually safely interact with the information without damaging it or, causing any problems to it. Now, if I take my file and I save it onto some sort of shared drive or some network drive and someone else opens it, they can change it and do whatever they want. So that's not a good thing already. What we do instead is once we've built it, when it exists on our local system, we publish it to the cloud. Now, this cloud exists in some faraway land, right? And it's basically just a click of a button in Tableau, and it publishes it to your cloud platform. And I'll go through an entire example of how to build the site, how to publish there, how to interact. We'll do all of that stuff, so don't worry. And then what happens is once it's in the cloud, your users, your managers, your colleagues, friends, family, your grandma, your girlfriend, whoever wants to see your wonderful analytics, they log in, same way that they log into Facebook. And when they go in, there's all these dashboards, and they can just pick the ones that they're interested in and they can start interacting with it, right? And they can look at it on iPads, on phones. I've even had cases where I'm here in Australia and I publish a dashboard and I have senior managers all the way in another country because they're on travel and they're able to see all the information streaming through. They're able to extract data on their own. And these guys are not super tech savvy, but yet they're able to get the information they want and they don't even have to go through me. So it has some really, really good benefits. So that in a nutshell is what Tableau Online is. It's a platform for us to share information easily, right? So the next question, why do we need Tableau Online? Why can't we just do email? So again, it's a lot of version control. It's the same problem. And also it's very time consuming to do that. Publishing takes, depending on how big the data set is, a few seconds. And eventually we'll start talking about Tableau Bridge as well, which I'll make a note here, right? Which actually automates the entire publishing process. So once you've built a dashboard, let's say this one, right? You can publish it. And Tableau Bridge, which comes free, it's all part of the package. You don't have to pay anything extra. You can set a schedule. I want you to publish it with the latest data 9 o'clock every day, right? And then you can use the subscription tools once you get inside Tableau Online, which will send emails or send updates to anyone you want on a schedule as well. So you basically don't even have to do anything once you've built it. So as one of my friends says, build it and forget it, right? So the next one, Tableau Online, I think that's a repeat of this second one. We don't need that. All right. So, and I think that's a repeat too. Why have we got so many repeats? Okay, Tableau Online and Tableau Server. So what is the difference? So you're gonna get a lot of it sounds like conflicting reports, right? One person is going to say, oh, Tableau Online, and another person is going to be talking about Tableau Server. They're actually the same thing, right? The difference between Tableau Online and Tableau Server is that Tableau Server is managed by you, right? So let's do an example. Let's say I've got myself and somebody else. I have my own company, and in my company, I go to the shops. I go, can I have one server, please? And I'll install it in our basement of our building. There it is, our little server, right? And I have to hire database. I have to hire managers and engineers, someone to manage it and to make sure it's working correctly and all that stuff. That's at my expense, right? Or I can use Tableau Online, which is basically Tableau, the company themselves, have their own servers located in a few places around the world, and I can just use a certain part of that server, right? I just hire it out. And it's not that much more. But the benefit of this one is that I don't have to hire anyone new, right? And they manage all the security, they manage like all the updates. I don't have to do anything. So I can focus on, creating dashboards, focusing on my business. I don't have to worry about, oh, is the server running or whatever it might be. So that's the main difference. When it comes down to pricing, Tableau Server is a little bit cheaper because you are providing your own server, but not by a lot. It's just a few dollars. So on that note, let's go into the pricing. So I'm going to go product and pricing. I want to explain if you've been doing, Tableau visualizations and stuff, most likely, well, not most likely, you would have started with Tableau Creator. Now, for those of you who bought licenses several years ago, right, it used to be called Tableau Desktop Professional. But in this new packaging, basically what happens is if you buy this, it's the highest level license, you get, let's zoom in, right? You get Tableau Desktop, Tableau Prep, and then this one, Creator License of Tableau Server or Tableau Online. So you get both of them, okay? So now let's go into Teams and Organizations, and let's look at the pricing. Right, so let's zoom in a bit. I'll probably go full screen now. All right, so this setting here basically says, are we going to be using our own server or are we going to be using Tableau server, right? In this case, we're just going to use our own one. So this is what we're interested in. And the only price that really changes are these two. And I'll explain what those are. So let's say I switch from one to the other. If I use their one, it's only $7 more for Explorer and I think $3 more for Viewer. So it's not a huge increase, right? For $7, I'm happy for them to manage the server, one less thing I have to worry about. All right, when it comes to this licensing, what is the difference? Well, I've probably gone through this in a few other videos, but Tableau Explorer means you cannot do any creation. You cannot create the actual visualizations themselves. You can only go to the online platform and consume the visualizations. Basically, you can interact and look at the stats, but you can't build anything. Tableau Creator gives you both. Gives you the ability to create as well as the ability to go online and view other people's creations as well. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. What we're going to do is we're going to go through some really, I was about to say crazy, well, it's some crazy examples coming up of actually building the site, right? Um, Building the dashboards, publishing them, connecting to them, looking at published data sources. We're going to do all sorts of things. We're going to look at permissions, settings, and anything else I can think of, we're going to film along the way. So I'm very excited. Let's get into it, guys.